Today, obviously, there was you can see we weren't in sync in any way in our last game, and they made small steps towards that today, and getting Andre more accustomed to what we want from him and expect from him, and everybody else new roles if they've changed or not. We're excited about Collin Sexton going through the All-Star weekend. He deserves it as much as anybody. He's had a tremendous season thus far, and I sense he's going to finish even better. So good practice today. I think that we were able to get on the same page more than ever with this new group, and let's see where it leads us tomorrow against Atlanta.
Andre Drummond said the other night that he's been working on his three-point shot for 8 years, but this is the first organization that has let him shoot threes?
It hasn't come up for discussion yet, but I think that is something that we'll talk with him. I think both are big. The two bigs hit 3 threes the other night, right? So it'll be one that I think we have to sit and talk about it, and he was so wide open, he took it, so he took 22 or something, I think, at Detroit. But we have to still work at that and make sure. I haven't seen enough of it in practice to determine whether the percentages say it's a great possession. I'm always open to it.
Okay. The ones that he took the other night, are you okay with those?
They went in. When they go in, it's always okay. But I think I've got to understand who he is a little bit more. I know he had tried him a few. He didn't shoot any against us when he was, I don't think, in any of our games. But if you have a 5 that can shoot, it does help a great deal. But I think it's still under some type of watch to see whether we're going to continue to allow it.
Even earlier in the season, though, Tristan said you were running plays for him, and nobody had ever done that before. So, do you have a different outlook on what the big man can give you?
Yeah, I think that we are going to. We have some things that now we can dial up him when he's in games, and that's. It's not always easy when you have more people to dial up because they're all waiting in the timeout for their play. But it is something that is really a great option because near the basket, he's almost unstoppable.
Collin being overlooked and now it's kind of righted. Do you think it will do him good just to go and be with all those guys?
Yeah, I think that he would. I was most impressed with the way he handled it. That it was a driving force for him to just get better. And so that's the most pleasant. He didn't fuss about it, and I said, you should use it as motivation going forward. And now that he has it, let's still use it as motivation. That you weren't selected at first, and you deserved it. Now go show either there or the rest of the season how much you deserved it.
What are 1 to 2 things about Collin that you've learned this year coaching him that maybe you didn't know before you took the job?
Oh, I think that he is his drive to be really good is. I don't think he's ever. When we have shoot-around, sometimes a group goes over, and it's usually the G League guys or somebody goes over. He's never missed one. He's always there, and that he's not in the training room very much. He's a guy. He's very durable, very durable.
He is one of the most criticized players on your roster. Are you aware of that?
I don't know who. I'm sure that all players are criticized, but I would know the level of different ones. I know every player and every coach. We all have blind spots that we got to work through, and so. But I'm not really aware of that.
The main criticism is his passing and his assist totals.
Yeah.
Do you feel like he has grown in that particular area? Do you think that's an unfair criticism?
In the last 5 games, he's 2-to-1 ratio. I don't think he's ever had that over even a small number of games. So he's making steps, and like I said, you're not going to see it if you see him every day. But if you watched him a year ago, I'm sure you're seeing a big difference there. And he doesn't have the ball in his hands as much as before, but I think you'll see that more in the future. And if we can pitch it ahead in the break to him more, we have a tendency. He needs to run more, so we can pitch it ahead. I think you see more assists there too.
As a coach who's so into player development, Collin Sexton beginning of the year to Collin Sexton now, are you happy with the progress?
Yeah, I am. I think he's very confident. What I like also, Chris, is where you went through that shooting slump where you couldn't buy a bucket early, and he's shooting 40-some% the last 5 games, and I think his numbers way over, it's 37% overall. So I do like that because he works at it. He really works at his time developing, as we talked about before, almost too much sometimes, where he might leave his game on the practice court.
Anything else? Thanks, Coach.